blindside. And so whether or not I expect it, I'm always expecting the unexpected. So you're ready for whatever. We haven't made a major move because it hasn't made sense for the Miami Dolphins, as we kind of have collectively derived. So, but does that mean there won't be something? Who knows? That's partially our control, partially other teams, and we'll do business as we know it to be done, which is do the best thing for the Miami Dolphins, both short and long term.
All right, Mike McDaniel talking about the trade deadline today. Listen, man, if on behalf of Mike and everybody else, if they get the right draft picks, there'll be a couple of guys gone today. If they get the right draft pick, starting with Minkah Fitzpatrick, they will dump Minkah Fitzpatrick, not dump him, trade him in a heartbeat if they can get the right draft pick for him. There is no question. Probably the same with a couple of other guys on that team too. If they get the right, they got all those young safeties, talking about that and playing a lot of the young guys. But, yeah, they're not done. I agree with them, though. They're taking calls. They're listening. They're talking, telling everybody what they want, seeing if they get back to them and how badly they want a couple of these Dolphin players. And meanwhile, Mike's taking what he has and what's healthy enough and trying to win games, stay competitive, especially, with the teams you have a chance to beat. So that was Mike yesterday. And listen, that had to be an awkward one. You've been working with Chris Grier since you got here. He's gone. I know he liked Jalen a lot. And he got traded. Got for a third-round pick. Matter of fact, Dolphins now have 3 third-round picks in this upcoming draft, if you're curious. First, a second, 3 threes, a 4, 5, and a 7 to be exact, at 8 picks with that. But anyway, you're starting to hear, and you're going to hear this a lot, rebuild. It is. It is. It's slowly going to be. We tried something, and it didn't work. We tried. We tried. The problem is when you try and you make the trades you made and you load up on the draft picks and a big free agent class. Had that one year, had a lot of money, the Teron Armstead year of free agents. You brought in and on paper, man, after you made those trades and everybody's looking, going, damn, this roster looks pretty good. Man, we haven't. And you look, and most of the guys been around, including I've been around doing the games for 21 years and been around the team the whole time. Said, man, this roster is one of the best rosters, most balanced rosters we've had after they made the trades for a top-notch cornerback, a top-notch pass rusher, and a top-notch wide receiver. Kansas City let go. Tyreek Hill. So put that all together, all those draft picks. Remember all the 1s and 2s we had? I don't want to break it down today. It's not the day to do it. But we tried. We tried it for a couple years. We got some winning records, which, look great on bios. We made the playoffs, but it's not, everybody's tired of hearing about playoffs. No, don't put in your bio, we had a winning record. No, nobody cares. Nobody cares you had a winning record. Nobody cares that you played in a wild card game and lost on the road. Nobody cares. Win some playoff games. That's what this is about. I don't even say Super Bowl. God bless. I played in the last Super Bowl 19, 49ers, Marino and Montana. Last time this organization's been to that game. Nobody wants, don't bring up, and we're talking Super Bowl. We ought to take that part of the song out.
There's only one way this happens, and happens quickly, is if you hit on a first-round quarterback that can change your entire franchise.
That's a big part of this.
That's the only way, man. Unless this is gonna be a long process here.
So they got to get that taken care of. And by the way, that is a tricky one. That is a tricky one because everybody's been talking about the money. Mike made it very clear yesterday, and he should. Hey, listen, I would too. Let me tell you, if I'm Mike McDaniel and I just had that talk, and I don't know which way it's going to go after that game. We just got our butts kicked. Just looked terrible against the Ravens, went up and down the field, got 2 field goals out of the game. And now you know you're going to have that talk with Stephen Ross. You have no idea how it's going to go. You know it's coming. And here he is Friday, and it's going, Mr. Ross on the phone, Mike, and you take it. Mike's got to be thinking I'm gone, right? Mike's got to be thinking Friday morning after that Thursday night game, like, uh-oh, that's third time we've been blown out. And that's not improvement, what we just put on the field. And he says, hey, Chris is gone, but you're staying. And I want to see a competitive team. I want to see us get better because I want to give you every chance. I really like you. I like some of the things you're doing. We got to win, or we got to show improvement as a team. And if I was in that situation, I can tell you, I'm not putting out my second or third string quarterback because the guy gives me the best chance to win. And by the way, the guy I kind of jumped up and down like a cheerleader when to get that contract done on that extension. Not that I had final say. I was just really in favor of it. Is Mike McDaniel. Went to bat hard for Tua. He got it. So it's like, okay, you wanted him. You said he's a franchise quarterback. He's the guy. Now we got to see it. Because we haven't seen it. We didn't see it last year. He missed 6 games. We haven't seen it. Even a healthy guy who's playing a lot more careful, to put it nicely. You know, he's taking what everybody said. You got to stay healthy. So he's not being reckless. But he's not playing a high enough level. It's not. He doesn't look like the guy from 2023. Now, I know some of the guys that he had in 2023 aren't playing on this team. But he doesn't look and throw the ball the same way. He doesn't. Maybe you think he does.
So if you're going to go that route, you're going to take the first round quarterback. Does that mean you cut bait with Mike in the offseason as well? Unless I don't know what you think of him, Joe. If you think he's a good coach, I think he's probably be a good offensive coordinator.
Oh, I think Mike's always going to have a job as a coordinator.
I just don't know. And unfortunately, I think, he had an approach, right, of player-friendly and player-led, whatever.
I'm still not sure. I'm not convinced that works, by the way.
Well, I don't think it does, is what I'm saying. I don't think it works, and I think
it works when everything's good.
Well, it seems like the players took advantage of him, right? And they kind of walked all over him, and, they're late and they're not taking stuff
I give
seriously.
them credit, though. They kept that late thing quiet. They did a real good job of guys going to the mall. And
until Tua brought it up after a loss.
No. That was the second time around.
The second time around.
That was
sorry.
That was secondary meetings.
But but the thing was, I thought they fixed it in the off season, right? And that's the whole thing. Like, but you can't change that kind of stuff.
I think the late meeting thing was the player only meetings. Those aren't mandatory, and I know everybody puts those together with Mike calling a meeting at 9 a.m, or and guys showing up at 9:30. That's different than a player only meeting later, where hey, let's get our guys together. And from what I was told by the best source, a very good source, that was one group that was having problems, and it wasn't even Tua's group of guys that were late. And he got up there and something he decided he was going to talk on another group. But he did that generic comment and made it look like the whole team's showing up when they want. And that's the problem that you would think after all these years, and some of the stuff Tua's come out with this year in press conferences, either I literally just, and my phone rings, you're not going to believe what he said today. He's too short. You're not going to believe what he said today. Guys don't show up on time for meetings. You're not going to believe what he said today. And I'm like, oh my God, what else? Just answer the questions. Whatever they tell you, just stick to it. Just stick to it. That's all. Just stick to it. Stick to it. Game's tough enough, man. Just play. Don't worry. Let's stop talking about finally, you know what? I think we finally got guys to stop talking about those player-only meetings. That thing needed to take a timeout. That was getting old too. The player-only meetings.
All of it's exhausting.
It's just like
everything
okay.
they say after the game's leadership.
I'll get the leadership council.
It's all exhausting, man.
Leave that to elementary schools and stuff where they have that. We're going to have our leaders of the school come here. We'll be meeting with the principal today. I don't want to hear football.
But Joe,
you can use one or two of those a year. We had them too. And I was asking, I asked the guys, and I don't remember anything about it. They don't usually work.
Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I really do think they need significant changes over there, and I don't think that just getting rid of Chris is going to do that.
Oh, no. By the way, the front office guys, what do you think they're thinking? Their number one guy is gone. Their number one guy is gone. And the other thing is, I'm guessing Stephen Ross knows about the dead money and the shape we're in going forward. Whew. All right. Hey, listen, we've got Omar Kelly going to join us. We'll talk to Omar. I mean, I just, this thing right now is, it's taken we're in a different lane right now from trying to win games, and it's got a lot of other parts to it. No question about him. New interim general manager. One of your players is gone. We'll see what happens by 4 o'clock today at the trade deadline. Right